Hey guys, quick video on diets and cleanses and why some of you may have done some of this in the past and not seen some of the results that you really would like to have had. First of all, I want to say some of the cleanses that are out there are dangerous, not so good, but most of the ones you find out there, you know, a lot of them right now that people are doing, the juice cleanses, various probiotics and things like that, they do work. People do get results. So the reason for you they might not have worked, well, there's a couple reasons here. Listen to me. I have a really good friend who's quite a well-known, famous writer, and both of us a few years ago had some very stressful job and life situations happen, and we had our own version of like an autoimmune disease. I had mono. So basically body breaking down, stress, chronic stress to the point of being debilitated. And it's interesting. I remember talking to him years after we had kind of gotten better, having the conversation that, wow, it's like I feel like if I drink alcohol one time now, I feel terrible for a week. Or somebody might, do a cleanse consistently, but after a while they eat food one time and they're fat. Their health just shuts down, or they have one really intense session and they get toxic again. And they're like, oh, it didn't work. So they're constantly doing these other cleanses. I talk a lot about emotions, where I want us to realize for this conversation that maybe there's something more going on. And I believe this: when people have a very drastic, terrible health thing happen, like for me, I got a parasite, all these things happen, it created there's an open wound. And it's kind of like if your skin is perfectly healthy and somebody takes a fork across it, doesn't hurt it. But if you have an open wound, you take that fork across there, it really causes some pain. And I think a lot of us miss out on really understanding healing and how it happens, not only in the body, but in the mind and the spirit. You see, a lot of people might do all the cleanses and go in the programs and help out, whatever it is they need to help out within their digestive system or in their blood. They cleanse it, but now they've got this open wound that never seems to heal. For some people, yes, this open wound that I'm talking about, be it in their digestive system or in their brain chemistry, there's something there not quite healed. I don't just mean it physically, obviously. People can heal themselves physically, but their emotional wound their open wound is an emotional wound, I should say. They've got this open wound on their emotions, and the chronic stressful situation of being out in public, drinking, or even for alcohol, knowing deep down, saying, hey, I feel like I should be out partying and drinking and cutting loose, but a part of that person knows and is tied to the fact that they know that it's bad for them. They know that they're doing something bad, so it's the guilt and shame and conflict and the consistent pattern of that, how that has showed up in other areas of their life, that may be causing these open wounds, this inflammation, this lack of healing. And so sometimes it takes more than a diet program or a cleanse. Sometimes it takes a bit more to really remove the open wounds, the emotional wounds, the spiritual wounds, and heal at the core. So realize this: every time you eat food, every time you work out, every time you move, it is a spiritual practice. And if you hold yourself and your life and what you consume that sacred, you will make better choices. But even more than that, having an understanding of life and some compassion for who you are, and allowing yourself the opportunity to eat what you want, or just not have this twisted feeling inside of you. I think that sense of compassion for yourself and stress release, not making a big deal, will heal some of those open wounds. I hope this has served you and you've gotten at least some kind of distinction or understanding for yourself that you can use to create space around some of those old emotions that you used to have that made you feel less than. Hope this has served you in some great way. Take care. Bye-bye.